And I request everyone to kindly mute their mics so that there is a smooth communication from Prateek to everyone.
Yeah, please, everybody, keep your mics on mute. Since this is an orientation session, so I would request everybody if you can like focus on this, and then maybe we can take up the questions at the end of the session.
Hello.
So, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Ayush sir, do we start? Sir, do we start?
Yes, Prateek, please start.
Okay.
Thanks.
So this actually is going to be the landing page of the exhibitor's dashboard, as you all can see. After this demo is done by Monday, since the backend is getting ready, and this is a dummy dashboard which is going to be very much similar in features with the one that we are going to share with you all. So we'll share the links and the login credentials with you, and by Monday, and then you can log in, do all the uploading and staff adding activities, whatever are required on the dashboard accordingly. So this is going to be a dummy. So this is the landing page wherein you will have to punch in your email ID and the password that we'll be providing you, and you can sign in then. So this is actually going to be the back end of your dashboard, wherein if you can see, there are numbers written of our technical support staff who will be available 24/7 to help you out with any technical assistance, anything you require, any query that you need that you require to be resolved in terms of uploading your documents, adding your staff info, anything of that sort. So basically, this backend feature goes in with 3 steps. First is your uploading of your documents, uploading your staff info. Second part is the visitors chat. I mean, chat feature, interaction feature with the visitors or with the attendees on your booth. Third part is the report analytics. So first, we'll start with the uploading of the documents. So here, if you can see, this is the exhibitor managers tab. If you click on that, yes, we are sharing this. So once you go on this exhibitor button, exhibitor tab, you will get the name of your exhibition booth displayed as per the login credential, of course. You can click on the edit tab over here, and the page that will open up will be of the social media and the YouTube and the video links that you'll have to log in, and you'll have to punch in actually. So this video link is going to be the one that is going to be displayed on the main screen. I mean, like when you punch in over here, that will be shown as per when you click on the video screen of your booth. This video is actually going to appear in the pop-out window. Then goes the YouTube link, Facebook link, LinkedIn, Twitter, website, your website, Instagram. These are the various social media handles that you can punch in the link in, and same will appear on the front end to the visitors at your booth. Just make sure that the video links that you put in here have strictly to be uploaded in the YouTube or Vimeo. No other link has to be put in over here, because the videos are not going to appear then. So once they're all uploaded, you can click on submit. This photo is actually of no reference, so you can ignore that. Once you click on the submit button, you can see, there's an alert of the details successfully added. Then we can come on to the exhibitor stall tab, wherein again you'll see the name of the exhibitor. And then you can see as there's a tab of edit staff info. So once you click on that, you can add the details.
Create our Facebook page and Insta page and all.
Sorry, can we please keep the questions at the end of the session?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So you can add the details of your staff members, like details of staff 1, staff 2, staff 3, and so on, whatever number you wish to add in that. And that can be added with the tab over here as the add new information. So if you click on that, a new tab will be added up over here, wherein you can add the name, the designation, email ID, country code, mobile, and there's also this tab of Zoom link. So what you can do is, just in case if you wish to connect with any attendee over a Zoom call, so you can have a Zoom call started, and you can click, you can paste that very link, the invite link, in this Zoom box, so that anybody who visits your stall and visits your booth, and if he wants to connect with you over Zoom, they can just click on the link and they can get connected with you over the Zoom platform. Now, apart from this, there's another very important feature, which is the start time, the end time, and the duration. So the start time is basically the time when you are available on your booths, on your respective booths. Then the end time, this is the time when you are going to actually like log off from your booth. And then there's this duration. So basically this shows what is your start time in the morning till what time you are available on the booth. Now the duration is actually in minutes. So here you can choose whatever number of whatever number of minutes you can choose to schedule your call. Basically, this is going to divide the call slots for the complete duration that you've punched in from the start time to the end time. So like suppose if I enter 10 over here. So the visitors will be able to see call slot scheduling for my booth with me from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. in the evening in a duration of 10 minutes each. So basically this is going to be from like 10 to 10 minutes past 10, then from 10 minutes past 10 to 20 minutes past 10, and so on. So it is up to you, whatever duration you want to keep the calls off, you can upload, you can choose as per that. So if they want to schedule the meeting with you, they'll send you a request, you'll get a notification, and accordingly you can accept, you can reject, or you can reschedule it as well. So that's one part. Then apart from this, we'll move on to document link. Now this is the feature wherein you can upload all your documents like your product brochures, your company profile, product images, whatever you wish to add that you want to display to the visitors on your booth. So that can be done from here. Add new document link. You'll have to select your exhibitor name, which will of course be the one that you have logged in as per your login credentials. Then you can select from here the document type. Now we have in this we have multiple video uploading like options. So one part was earlier when we were in the exhibitors page, I had shown you that there was a video link. That very video link will only be available on the TV screen once anybody comes in on your booth, and if he clicks on the TV screen, only that video will be played. But apart from that, whatever other videos you want to upload, you can upload it from here, and those will be shown up in the tab which will be next to your booth. That also I'll give you a view of. So whatever kind of document you want to upload, you can just select from here the type of document. That can be PDF, image, or video. You can choose the file from here. Now this is the most important part in this. This is the status feature. So whenever you upload a document, and if you wish to make it live to the visitors, you will have to click on this link. You'll have to click on this checkbox. Once you click on this checkbox, then only the document will go live for the visitors or the attendees. Otherwise, that will not be shown to them. And then once you click on this submit, the document will be added. I'm getting this alert since I've not added any document over here. And also, not to forget, you have to also mention the name of the document, as in how is it going to appear to the person. Like if there's a name of the video, whatever video, or the name of the document, like it's a company profile. So like Ellenger's company profile, it can be like that, whatever it is. So this is the other part of the document upload. You can keep on adding documents from add new document link, and accordingly it will get added up. Now, apart from this, we will come on to the step number 2, which I will explain on a later part, which is the visitors chat. Right now, I'll directly come to the reports and analytics parts. So you can click on this dashboard. These are all the shortcuts for the reports and analytics. Like live users, by users we mean the attendees. So whosoever, whatever number of attendees are live there on your booth at that very particular moment when you are seeing this, that number will be reflected over here. And this total user, that means the total attendees, is the number actually that will be displayed as per the number of attendees who have come onto your booth over the period of time, like whatever the period of time of the expo is, 2 days, 3 days, 1 day, whatever it is. So now if you click on that, a new tab will open up. Yeah. So since there were no live attendees, no live users on this booth, because this is not online right now, so there's no detail of those. But it is going to be in this very format: the first name, the last name, job title, company, mobile, email, industry, and department. So this is going to be the format of the visitors whosoever is live there on your booth. You can also have an Excel downloaded of this. So
And
basic,
Prateek, exhibitor can connect with them directly, right? If
right,
they are
right.
online users, exhibitors can connect with them.
Yes, sir, I will come to that. I will come to that chat feature later.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I went to this part from the dashboard. So that very link is actually also there in the report managers, which is the analytics part. So you see, this is the online user list that will be that will get open once you click on that. Coming back again. Likewise, this is the total number of visitors who will be attending your booth over that period of time, specific period of time. If you click on that, you will get the same details of those as well. Then there's this another feature of total document views. So basically this will give you the details of the people who have actually viewed your particular document. So if I click on this, so I can see the document name, the exhibitor, and the total number of views. And I can, from here, I can click on the view users, and I'll get to know how many people have actually viewed a particular document of mine. And I can get it downloaded, export all. So I can get it downloaded. Apart from that, this another tab you can see, total document download. This feature we do not have in our platform for Globis specifically, because of the security reasons. We did not want to share the documents without anybody's consent. So we have removed that. But just in case, if you wish to share your documents with any particular visitor, you can do that over a chat window. When you're chatting with anybody, you can upload your documents over that in the chat window, and the other person on the other side can actually get it downloaded. That also I'll give you a view of. So from the back end, I would say that nobody actually has the access to download any of your documents, neither a visitor nor an exhibitor.
Prateek, just want to clarify one thing. Is the video recording?
Yes, sir, it is getting recorded.
Okay, it is. And sir, idea, and for all the exhibitors, idea to restrict the download was purely for the purpose of the feedback we have received from previous exhibitions, and also from the participants, that of the copyright issues. So we have tried to minimize the downloading thing. Instead, we have incorporated the feature where you can share the PDF files via exhibitor chat with the visitor.
Chat window, correct.
So go ahead.
Yeah. So that's the third part that we have ended with, which is the reports and analytics. Now I'll come on to the visitor chat option. So for that, you'll have to go into the exhibitor managers tab, click on exhibitors. Like we did in the first part, we clicked on this edit info, wherein we could have access to all the social media handle links, wherein we had to punch in our all social media handle links. Now the other part is this representatives tab. This is very important. So here, whatever information we add, this is basically going to be the information of our booth representatives who will be available on the booth to chat with the visitors. So not to confuse, one was uploading the booth staff info, which was there on this exhibitor stall tab. That was only going to solve the purpose of like a business card, wherein if a visitor comes to your booth, they'll be seeing the details of those booth representatives and can connect with them for future business perspectives. Separately, for the chat thing with the visitors, you have to punch in the details of your booth representatives over here in this exhibitor tab, and just make sure that the email ID that you use over here, just in case if you're also like being, apart from being an exhibitor, if you're also registered as a visitor from the front end, just make sure that you enter the email ID over here is different from the one that you have used for your visitor registration. Otherwise, it is not going to accept it. Because to have a chat with the visitor, you'll have to add the details over here at the back end, and then you'll have to log in with the same detail from the front end as an exhibitor. So once you use this, you will have access as an exhibitor from the front end as well onto the booth, on your booth. and you can have access to whatever number of live visitors, live attendees are there on your booth. You can directly tap them. You'll get a notification of those. You can directly tap on them and you can connect with them. Also, just in case, like if you have already registered as a visitor, and if you are like if you want to restrict from like uploading too many email IDs, so this basically can be a dummy ID as well. It just has to be in the proper domain, like prateek@abc.com. Now, if you see, this abc.com is no valid domain. It's just in the format of a proper email. So you just have to use this prateek@abc.com, which you have uploaded over here at the backend, and log in from the front end as an exhibitor. And from there, you can chat with your visitor. Now, how the chatting goes, I'll show that as well. So you can add as many representatives, new representatives as you wish to. Just a second. I'll just also give you a dummy view of how the front end looks like. Now see over here, I have actually logged in as a visitor from the front end. So I can see this booth of 137 Pillars, Hotels and Resorts. I can see these tabs, like there's this video tab, wherein if I click, I'll get all the videos listed. I can click on play and that video will start playing. Then the document tab, wherein I can view all the documents listed. Then I can book an appointment also. I can schedule an appointment. See, like I spoke about the call slots. I can book any of these from the calendar. Since this is offline, so this is not appearing. But our event will be, like the calendar will be appearing. The calendar option will be available. So accordingly, I can just choose from here and confirm. And I will get a notification at the backend of my exhibitor's dashboard. So like I said, I talked about chatting with the visitor and the exhibitor. So I am a visitor. I'm logged in as a visitor right now. So if I click on this chat button, so these are the booth representatives that must have been added at the backend. So now if I click on chat, this video will open up. This video will open up, wherein I have the calling facility, the audio call, the video call. I can also put up a message over here, text message. Sorry, I believe there's some since this is offline, so that is why we cannot like put up any chat, because the obviously the visitor, I mean the exhibitors, the booth representatives are not live right now, so I cannot put it. Okay, now this adds up to another point, which is you have to be actually live to allow the visitors to connect with you over this video or audio or chat option. Otherwise, like I'm showing you right now, since the booth representatives are not available right now, they're not online right now, so I cannot put up a message to them. So here only.
But Prateek, just to add on, exhibitor will know that who visited their stall when they were not available, right?
Right. So they'll get a list of complete attendees. That also I'll show. Okay. So from here only you can like there's an option of upload a document. So if you click on that upload a document, that will be shown up. I mean that will open up, and you can upload simply how you do it on a WhatsApp or any other chat. So this is how you can share your documents with any particular visitor or exhibitor, for the visitors, of course. I'll again come to the backend. Just a second. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Anji.
So what you were saying, sir, we can have that list, complete list of the attendees who have registered at the backend. from here, this pre-meeting scheduling part. So if I click on this, I will get a list of the complete number of attendees who are there on the platform, who have registered on the platform. So suppose if I search over here,
It's no matter whether it is a exhibitor or it's a client. Anyone can come and can see the product which we have been uploaded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that will happen only once you are registered as a visitor or an exhibitor. That happens only after a registration. Yeah, they can see, but they cannot download it.
Okay.
So, like I've searched for a visitor, for an attendee who's been registered at the backend. So, if I want to schedule a meeting with him, I can click on this action. I can select a particular date. That is going to be for the number of days that our expo is live at. So suppose I click on this 17th, I select a time slot and I click enter. So an email will be sent to them directly, automatically on the visitors inbox, asking them for a meeting scheduled from so and so exhibitor. So these are basically the filters. So if the visitor has accepted your request, you can click on here. You can click on here. You can see how many visitors have accepted your request. And the same will get filtered, and you can have a view of all the visitors who have actually accepted your request. Likewise, it will have for pending also, and likewise it will also have for rejections also. So these are the features basically. So we have covered, one part was the uploading of the documents and the staff representatives, booth representatives details. The other part was the reports and analytics, and the third part was chatting with the visitors. So that is it. I'm stopping my sharing screen. Sir, I'm also stopping the recording part now.